The chamber fell silent, the tremor subsiding, leaving a palpable tension hanging in the air. All eyes were fixed on the serpentine creature, its scales shimmering with an otherworldly luminescence. It was immense, easily dwarfing any of the council members, its head rising far above the murals depicting Aerilon's glorious past. Its eyes, ancient and knowing, locked onto Kaelen's, a silent acknowledgement passing between them. The blood calls, the creature rumbled, its voice resonating deep within Kaelen's mind, bypassing his ears entirely. The words stirred something primal within him, a forgotten echo of a lineage he barely understood. Lyris stepped forward, a voice firm despite the tremor in her hands. "What do you mean, the blood calls?" The serpentine creature's gaze didn't waver from Kaelen. "He carries the mark, the key to reclaiming what was lost." Councillor Voren scoffed. "Lost? What could possibly be lost that we don't already possess? This creature speaks in riddles, Lyris. It is a distraction from the true threat, this boy and his claims." He glared at Kaelen, his hand instinctively moving towards the hilt of his ceremonial blade. "Silence, Voren," Regal Xylan said, his voice weak but carrying an unexpected authority. "Show some respect for an ancient being. This creature speaks of Aerilon's history, a history you clearly know little about." He coughed, leaning heavily on Kaelen for support. The serpentine creature shifted its massive form, unsettling the dust on the chamber floor. The sundering was not merely a disaster, little one. It was a deliberate severing, a betrayal. It paused as if gauging Kaelen's reaction. "Your ancestors did not simply fail. They were stopped. Kaelen felt a surge of conflicting emotions, anger, confusion, and a strange, burgeoning sense of responsibility. His mind raced, trying to reconcile the fragmented memories he's been recovering with the creature's pronouncements. Stopped? By whom? The creature's gaze flickered to Voren, then back to Kaelen. By those who feared the truth, those who sought to control the source, to twist its power for their own ends. "You speak of the council," Lyris said, her voice tight with suspicion. The serpentine creature's head dipped slightly. "The council are but puppets. They serve a shadow, a presence that festers beneath Aerilon, feeding on its power." Kaelen's mind reeled. The council puppeteers, a shadow beneath Aerilon. It seemed impossible, yet the fragmented memories, the suppressed histories, the very atmosphere of this place all pointed to a darker reality than he could have ever imagined. The shadowy form began to coalesce further, becoming more defined, and more threatening. "The boy holds the key to reuniting what was broken," it rumbled. "But beware, the path is fraught with peril. There are forces that will stop at nothing to keep the truth buried." Suddenly, a deep rumble shook the chamber, different from the previous tremors. Cracks appeared in the walls, spreading rapidly like spiderwebs. The crystalline veins pulsed with an unnatural light, mirroring a creature's own luminescence. "The shadow stirs," the serpentine creature said, its voice laced with urgency. "Time grows short. You must choose, boy. Will you embrace your destiny, or will you allow Aerilon to be consumed by darkness?" Kaelen felt a strange energy surge through him, responding to the creature's words, resonating with the pulsing crystals. A vision flashed in his mind, a hidden passage, leading deeper into the mesa, guarded by ancient mechanisms and shrouded in an oppressive darkness. He looked at Regal Xylan, seeking guidance. The old man's eyes were filled with a mixture of hope and apprehension. "The choice is yours, Kaelen," he said, his voice barely audible. "But remember, the fate of Aerilon rests upon your shoulders." Kaelen turned to Lyris, seeking her support. She nodded, her expression resolute. "We stand with you, Kaelen. Aerilon needs you." He then looked directly at Councillor Voren, whose face was contorted in a mixture of anger and fear. Voren raised his ceremonial blade, poised to strike. "I choose," Kaelen declared, his voice resonating with a newfound authority. "I choose to find the truth. I choose to reclaim what was lost." With that, he turned and began to move towards the newly revealed passage, the echoes of the serpentine creature's words ringing in his ears. The blood calls. "Find the truth. Reclaim what was lost." He disappeared into the darkness, leaving the council chamber in stunned silence, a fate of Aerilon hanging precariously in the balance.